Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm here with another what if video. This is going to be continuing my second most popular what if, in views at least. What if Moro is Goku? Now then, before we get into this, please hit that like button. Let's try to get 30 likes, and I know you want me to continue the what if even more. Last time we left off with Raditz, Vegeta, and Namek on Namek. Obviously, if you guys watched part 1, you would notice when I put the power levels on screen, I did put them wrong in the wrong order. But if you rewatch that video, you'll see the power levels, so don't worry about that, they were just in the wrong order. That was an editing error, so that is my fault, I'm sorry about that. We also see a Frieza Force soldier arrested. This is the same soldier that helped Moro escape in canon, so I believe you guys know what's gonna happen. Before we continue this, I would like to make a retcon for the what if, with Moro's motive. It's gonna be different. In this what if, he would still want to eat planets for energy, but he would still want to rule the universe and be an emperor, kind of like Frieza, which I did get from a Blaze Monkey. I think it just spice up the story, make it a lot better too. He'll also have a family-like relationship with his crew. Now let's get back into the what if. Moro would then escape just like normal, but Goku would escape with him. But this time Goku looks the same as canon. On Namek we see Nappa and Raditz leave together as Vegeta splits up from them. Dodoria has a Dragon Ball as he is seen by Nappa and Raditz, who do 2 punches, sending him plunging to the ground. But together they are strong enough to face Dodoria, but alone they aren't. Raditz needs Dodoria and tries to punch him, but Dodoria catches it as he is hit with a headbutt, which sends Raditz plummeting into the river. Raditz is hurt as Nappa tries to hit Dodoria, but both of them alone are not even close to beating Dodoria, so Nappa is hit with a knee and thrown into the lake as well. But 2 powers flare up as they jump, and they rush him. They keep using attacks and attacks and stopping Dodoria. Obviously in power, they are able to beat him, but they aren't able to do it because Dodoria is just able to dodge, and he's been able to beat them as he targets one and then targets the other. So he hits Raditz into the river, and he then picks him up and throws him through multiple trees as he then heads to Nappa. Dodoria starts slamming Nappa into the ground as he then throws him around. Nappa is no match against Dodoria. With Raditz's help, he would have been able to do it, but Raditz is knocked out at the moment. There's no way anyone is going to be able to beat him until a huge knee gets slammed into Dodoria's stomach. It's Vegeta. Vegeta throws Dodoria to the ground as he starts throwing Ki Blast after Ki Blast. This is going to be pretty much as it happens in canon, except Nappa will be helping Vegeta a bit even though he doesn't need it. Zarbon, though, he eventually arrives at this, as he sees Raditz knocked down the river, he sees Nappa hurt, and then he sees a Vegeta that isn't touched at all. He then, immediately, he powers up, as he starts destroying Vegeta, but Nappa's there, and he's able to help him. He starts throwing Ki Blasts and exploding. He then punches Zarbon, but this Nappa doesn't know how to sense Ki, nor does Vegeta, and they will need a scouter, so that won't be able to help them in the long shot in this what if. But that isn't going to be much, as you'll see what happens later on. Zarbon is starting to lose as he's shocked. Raditz eventually awakes as he slams Zarbon in the ground, which Zarbon wasn't expecting as he was fighting the other two, as his feet were swept up by Raditz, which is how he fell to the ground, as Vegeta charges up a Gallic gun and fires it. This kills Zarbon. Eventually, Frieza gives up as he goes and he finds a dead Zarbon and a dead Dodoria on the ground. He then looks up as he sees all 3 Saiyans. All 3 of them hurt. So Frieza decides he only needs first form for this. After all, they still could barely even beat Zarbon and Dodoria. He doesn't even need to step in. So he decides, instead of doing this, he'll call the Guinea Force. But the 3 Saiyans attack him. Before the Guinea Force even arrive, they know even if the Guinea Force do arrive, they'll die. They might as well die to Frieza and go out dying in the fight. The 3 Saiyans rush at Frieza, who's still in his chair, just is blocking their punches and their Ki Blasts, just swatting them away. As Raditz eventually rushes at him, but Frieza with his tail smacks Raditz, sending him through a tree and through more and more and more. Raditz is destroyed. He can't even move, as Nappa decides to try to explode Frieza's chair, and him, obviously. So Nappa uses his attack, as Frieza's chair is destroyed, but this just means Frieza is free to attack them even more. So he fires 2 death beams through Nappa's chest as Nappa falls to the ground dead. Vegeta then goes to him, as Frieza, using his tail, just like he did in canon, is just choking Vegeta. Vegeta is then thrown to the ground, where he then is hit with a death beam, killing him in an instant. All 3 Saiyans have been killed by Frieza, as Frieza is about to be finished collecting the Dragon Balls, but he has no Zarbon or Dodoria. Since he already called the Guinea Force, he waits for them to arrive to search for the Dragon Balls. Eventually, the Guinea Force have found 6 of the 7 Dragon Balls, with the one left being the one at Lord Guru's house. The Guinea Force heads there, as Nail tries to stop it. Nail is able to beat a couple of them, but the power advantage, with most of them being more powerful than him, even though he is very, very strong, even for a Namekian, he is still beaten. And Goldo's stopping of time is very, very annoying, and Birder's speed. So he's eventually beaten and killed. But before this happens, a ship arrives on the planet, with Frieza seeing someone who looks like one of his officers. What is he doing here so late? What is this soldier doing here so late? He thinks to himself. But he just minds it out. He doesn't think of anything. But then Goku and Moro step out. As Frieza sees them, he tries to detect their power as it explodes, just detecting even Goku's, which isn't even close to Moro's. Moro just has Goku go after the Guinea Force, where Goku starts by kneeing Goldo, which goes through his chest, as Ginyu tries to say the words, "Body chain!" But Goku arrives behind him and snaps his neck. He then rushes Birder, who tries to dodge him, but Goku is even faster than Birder. Birder's leg is broken, which makes it very hard to run, as Goku then knees him and throws him into Jaice, as he then fires one huge ki blast, killing them both and erasing them from existence. As then he rushes at the last one, Recoome. He just destroys Recoome and breaks his back, as he then throws Recoome, and then Frieza comes. "How did you destroy the Guinea Force that easily?" Frieza, knowing that his scouts are destroyed, and the last number it picked up was 17 million, which wasn't even close to Goku's full power. Goku was way, way stronger than that. Frieza goes to his final form immediately, and uses 60% of his power, which is a bit more than 60 million, so what I'd say about 70 million, 75 million. As he then rushes Goku, and this is actually an even fight, but Goku has martial arts. There's obviously people in the prison who know it, as they aren't as good as he was in canon and Earth, but they are good enough to, it's the point way beyond Frieza. And he knows key techniques, and even magic, from Moro and everyone else in the jail. So he starts dodging and dodging, firing ki blast after ki blast. Goku, though, is then amped up by Moro, which gives him a huge power boost, going up to about 115 million, how about we say that? And Frieza isn't weakened. He isn't stamina lost, just like in canon. So Frieza actually is able to go to, I'm gonna say, since we don't know what his power would be, if he wasn't exhausted when he went 120 million. I'm going to say, since we don't have an official thing, and we don't know if 120 is his official, so I'm gonna say 140 should be good. But Goku's amped up to 120, which does give him a huge boost, but he's as strong as Frieza was in canon. So Frieza will be able to beat him, but Frieza starts to get exhausted, as his power lowers and he's getting sloppier, as Goku hits a huge knee as he jumps back and fires a ki blast. This wouldn't be a Kamehameha, obviously. This would be a custom ki blast. If you guys want to name it in the comments, you can. This could be a fun thing to see. Come up with your own funny blast. It can be a funny name. Whichever one gets the most likes will be the one that it chooses. So do something stupid, like Powerpuff Girls. Something that just came to my head, but do something random. And Goku fires it, and this kills Frieza, as Frieza is weakened. Goku shows no mercy, as Moro steps into the Lord Guru's, as he picks up the Dragon Ball. Guru, he isn't gonna die yet. It's still a bit away from that. So, Moro uses the Dragon Balls, and the scared Namekian grants him the wish. The first wish is to restore all of his magic. The second, teleport all of the Moro Corp here. And the third, well, he can't think of a third one. He asks Goku, but Goku isn't sure. But then Goku decides, is there a transformation or a power-up for saiyans? As the Dragon Purunga, he says yes, there's Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God. But I can tell you're not fully pure-hearted, so Super Saiyan shall work. Goku, he's gonna want to achieve this, but he doesn't know how, as Purunga goes away. And the Moro Corps head off the planet, and they go around the universe. And that's gonna be where we're leaving off. I hope you guys did enjoy this part 2 of my second most popular What If. I know it's been a long time, but it's hard to edit and it's hard to get videos out. But now they will be out more frequently, so I hope you guys do enjoy that. So I will see you guys next time with What If Kaba was trained by Champa before the Universe 6 tournament and before the Tournament of Power. So we'll see what would change in the Universe 6 tournament and the Tournament of Power in a one-hit What If. Kind of like What If Minis, but it's a series. There's already 2 parts on my channel, but I'll see you guys in the next one.